So what's up? So it just seemed like we gonna have to just confront some shit. So Kona, stop fucking driving around my neighborhood looking for me, nigga. I did not give you whatever it is that you got. And if you want to meet up at the clinic and get those results, we can absolutely do that. But you're not about to sit up here and be acting all crazy and creepy because you're trying to figure out, did I give you something? I get checked a lot. And my thing is that I'm not out there like that. I get checked to make sure my son's father is not out there doing stupid shit and bringing shit to me. So you can ease and you can rest your mind and stop fucking with me because you be out here tricking and you out here running women and trying to play and you be trying to play on women. You can't figure it out. You can't figure out who it is. You know I know you be tricking because I said it in the car. Them spirits you got around you be talking to me and you know they be talking to me. And one of them projected into me reflecting how you feel. You always dishing out the money. You always doing the most for these women. But when I came in, when I was dealing with you, the shoe was on the other foot. And you thought you was going to be arrogant and try to play me and take advantage of me. And you lost out on that. And you've been snooping around all over my social medias. And now you starting to see what's really good with me. Who you see on the internet was the same motherfucker you saw in person. So regardless of what you got going on in that head of yours, whatever you're trying to convince yourself of, whatever you're trying to tell yourself about me, trying to give yourself a reason to where you feel like you have to be in contact with me, you can stop it and save it. I'm not scared of you, and you know that. And you're not going to sit up here and you're not going to try to intimidate me because I'm damn sure not intimidated. You know that martial art and you know that deadly shit. Don't be fucking with me because you know I can't beat you. So what I'ma do? We already talked about it. You try to put your fucking hands on me. You ain't bulletproof. And that's all I'ma say. You trying to bring me issues and drama. And you trying to ambush me and pop up on me thinking that you going to intimidate me because you got some situations going on. And you no, that's not me. The fuck out of here. You shouldn't have been fucking around. When I came into your life, that was supposed to be it. You were supposed to be ready. You were not ready. And you're not going to sit up here and play me and take advantage neither. Then I'm sitting up there, I'm being completely 1,000% authentic, honest, and genuine with you. But you want to think what you want to think. That's your problem. That's not mine. Stop fucking with me. Leave me alone. You need to move on. There's nothing that you have to say to me. There's nothing that we need to talk about or we need to discuss. It's nothing. I bet you wish now you would have tried to put more effort into that one night. Don't you come back here thinking that you're going to try to bully me or intimidate me into dealing with you. Absolutely not. You already know I ain't scared of your ass. I don't know what you're thinking, but I have a feeling that's what your plan is. Stop driving out here. Stop driving around here. You live 30 minutes fucking away. Leave me alone. That shit is over and that shit is done. And you know why. So anyway, we about to get into this reading. Your ass will not let go. Well, you got your answer, so you need to let go. Stop fucking with me because you know I'm not that type of woman. You so used to dealing with these fucked up bitches, you want to see every woman that way, but I'm not that way. And you're not going to try to treat me that way neither because you don't do good with women. You don't do right by women. And for some reason you think I'm soft. I think you're starting to see, I may be soft, but I can switch real quick when it comes to me having to protect myself. So anyway, let's get into this message. Somebody else may be dealing with situations to where they're being stalked by somebody. It could be an ex, or it could be someone that, you encountered. It was a temporary experience. Okay. So if you have some type of suspicion or something, that is what is going on. What are the messages? What are the messages for whomever it may concern? What are the messages? What are the messages? What are the messages for whomever it may concern? What are the messages? Out here creeping. What are the messages for whomever it may concern? What are the messages? What are the messages? Okay, so we have the Magician in reverse. So whatever their plot or their plan was, they're not able to do this. It's like, in a way, it's like they was trying to manifest you, or they were going to try to put on some type of illusion for you. You know what I'm saying? In the position of your crown, you have the defeat card, which means that you have mentally defeated a couple of people, and they may be very upset about this. Well, they tried to humiliate you. This was a humiliation ritual that they was trying to do. Yes, the witchcraft, the magic was absolutely involved. You have the Two of Cups and you have the Six of Cups. Oh, wow. This is past life soulmate. This person is also a part of your soul family, so you have assistance and you have help. Okay, so you're connected to somebody. I pick up that this is a contract. This could be a new contract. Okay, it looks like a more healthier contract, which means that you may have closed out a contract on dealing with more of your karmic connections, more of those trauma bond connections. So it's like now when you meet or when you encounter individuals, you're not trauma bonding with them. You are actually connecting with, you know, you are actually connected. People, when it comes to soulmates, there's a lot of differences, but the differences is kind of like, opposites attract. And the difference is you have differences, but you also have similarities. It just works. When it comes to the soulmate connection, you don't understand why you feel the way in which that you feel about this person. It's just, well, for one, the two of you have had a lifetime or lifetimes together. So your soul recognizes their soul, and their soul recognizes yours. Okay, and you guys are part of the same soul tribe. So we have strife here. Strife is going to suggest that you have people on the outside of you to where people are trying to compete with you. So how can we tell that individuals are trying to compete with us without seeing that they're being competitive? Which means that, you're dealing with people to where they lack self-motivation. So a lot of the times they will create imaginary competitions within their mind about somebody else. Okay? How can we tell this? When you start dealing with indecision. It's like a mental strife. If you are someone to where when you make your decisions, you make your decisions. You're a decision maker. You make decisions in your life all the time. It's not a problem. So when you notice that there is a little bit of a glitch within your mental energy, it's because you're dealing with individuals who are underdeveloped. Okay, which means that they're not on the same level or the same wave as you. Okay, there's something here too. Somebody's ex may come back, but there is somebody already in the picture. Okay, so you have the Two of Cups, and then the Six of Cups could represent an ex coming back. If that is the case, this person is genuine, but at the same time, it looks like you have something going on already. So if the two of you, needed to come together, maybe for some type of reconciliation or some type of understanding, my thing is, this person, they came back, they were genuine, they have good intentions, but it's like they want to start over. But you have already moved on. So they were expecting that the two of you would be able to remain friends. And from the friendship, rebuild once again on the relationship. But it looks like, this person may have left you in the cold, or you may have left this person in the cold, which means that you put a stop to somebody trying to be in and out of your life. You know what I mean? There's something here to where, you know, there's a man, and it's kind of like he's like, you're not gonna deal with any exes. Like, I don't care if you guys are friends. Like, this makes somebody like very uncomfortable. And I understand, because it's kind of weird. Like, why, if you and your ex are so close, if y'all are so good with each other, it's like, why are y'all not together? I don't know. It's like a man thing. Me personally, I've never been in that situation, so I don't know. My thing is that, well, that was then, this is now. And I mean, obviously, if you wanted to be with that person, then you would be with them. You're not with them, but they're still in your life. So obviously they hold some type of value to you. It is kind of intimidating because the two of you have chemistry together. And it's like, when we go through things, you're going to confide in that person. And I don't necessarily know how, I would feel about something like that. I mean, I don't know. I haven't dealt with anything like that, but I think I don't know. To me, it would be weird too. It's just like, why are y'all so, if y'all are so close and so great with each other, like, I don't know, why are you not together? But I mean, some people, they date, and it's just like, bruh, I think that we make good friends better friends, but that's really never the case. Somebody still lingers, somebody still wants something. Like, why are, I don't know, I feel like I'm being childish. I feel like I'm being childish with the way in which that I think. I feel like I'm being insecure within the way in which that I think. But at the same time, I don't know. If she's just a friend and she has always been a friend, then of course, but if it's somebody that you have been sexually involved with, and somebody to where, y'all was together, even if it was a friend with benefit situation, y'all cut out the benefits, but y'all still friends. I mean, I don't know. I still feel a little funny, like a little iffy about that. I don't know if I'm being childish or not with not being comfortable with that or not. Me personally, I think that I should just not care and fully trust the partner. That's what my logical mind tells me, because it's kind of like, well, if they are up to something, if they are, still got things going on, in my personal experience, there have been guys to where they have introduced females to me as if these women are just friends. But some of these women have been their exes, and their exes have like an influence over them. And so, I find that the woman is getting all up in his head and telling him false things about me. And that shit pisses me off, because it's just like, for one, this is our relationship. If there are things that we need to talk about, we should be talking about those things. Then on top of that, it's kind of like, it kind of makes me feel as if, you feel more safe. You feel more safe with her than you do me. You feel more of a connection, more of a foundation, which is fine. But I don't want to feel that way. I don't want to be in that situation or that position. And a lot of the times, these women have caused like issues within a relationship between me and another individual. And in a lot of cases, they end up convincing them to break up with me. That's what I'm saying, because it's kind of like, there's still something there. You have not moved on from the past. I don't know. I can only be honest about how I feel. Of course, I want you to be free. I want you to be happy, enjoy your life. I have no problem with sharing your time, and, because a man may have a female friend and they may be into the same stuff and I'm not into that. I don't want to deal with the pressure of having to pretend like I'm interested in some shit that I'm not interested in. If you share a common interest with a friend and it's something that you love to do, you love to talk about, then okay. Of course I'm gonna feel left out, but I'm gonna also appreciate not feeling like, I have to be into some shit that I really don't want to be into. I don't mind being curious about it. You know, like you and the friend can put me on to some things, but if I'm still just really not interested in it, then but then by all means, I don't want somebody to be with me in a relationship and be feeling alone. Cuz you're not going to have everything in common. That's what makes us unique. That is what makes us individuals. We have our own things going on. I'm pretty sure there's something that we're going to have in common that we're going to be able to share together, but I want you to enjoy being with me, and enjoying being with me, I believe that it consists of freedom, and it's less drama. It's less drama if you just allow yourself to have faith within your partner. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be clocking you. My thing is, I'm going to call you. If you're out and about, I'm going to be texting you. Are you okay? You know what I'm saying? I do want to know your location in case something happened. So, I can start. If you come up missing, I can start from the last place that you were and start navigating, like, as to how to find you. But, I'm not going to be blowing up your phone. Like, where are you at? When are you coming home? This, and that. You know what I'm saying? I don't. My thing is, I don't want to be bothered with that neither. But men can be a little more possessive, over their women. So it's just like, nigga, just put a tracker on my phone, put a tracker on the car. I mean, you're gonna know, where I'm at. You're gonna be able to see it. And if then you're not gonna call me or bother me unless you're genuinely wanting to make sure I'm okay. You know um I say that because, you know, I know myself. If I'm really into somebody, I'm really into them and I want to spend a lot of time with them. I want to be up under them. But realistically, in order to preserve and keep a relationship fresh, you need time away. And it's nice for you and your partner to have mutual friends, but it's also nice for you guys to have individual friends. You're creating something together, but at the same time, as individuals, you have something, you have your own, you have that part of your life that you are created for yourself. That, I want to contribute to your happiness. Yes, I want to make you happy, but during the times to where I can't make you happy or I can't be what you need me to be, I would hope that there is somebody out there who can do and be for you what you need within that moment if I cannot give it to you. I would rather see you be helped, supported, uplifted by somebody else versus watching you suffer. And I'm sitting up there looking fucking helpless in the face and feeling helpless and just worthless. You know what I'm saying? Um, but sometimes it's very risky to trust somebody because you'll trust them. You'll give them everything that they want, all the space. You'll give them all the space in the world. You'll give them, you know, you make it easy for them. And because it's so easy, it's easy for them to get caught up in some shit too. I don't know. That's just the way that I think. I just don't think, you should not be trying to control like somebody else's life. Okay. So, I don't know. I've had my fair share of relationships. I just, I want motherfucker, if not gonna be happy with your ass, then they gonna start being on demon time. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to avoid all that, but at the same time, it's like I don't want to be too lax to the point to where you think that you're just gonna walk all over top of me. Next thing I know, You done fucked around and somebody is pregnant and I got to find out, and you've been trying to hide this shit for like 9 months because you're not sure if you're the father or not. Then when you find out, I done wasted the 9 months during the time to where you're hiding stuff. Instead of you just telling me, I know you're going to be upset. I stepped out and the woman is pregnant and I don't know if it's mine or not. You should give me that truth so that I can make a choice and decision in the best interest of me. This is what I'm saying. Sometimes when you're dealing with unreasonable or very toxic or overly possessive partners, they want it so bad that they will lie to you. Like, don't lie, don't hide no shit. Just tell me what's up. Like, I deserve, I deserve the choice. Don't take my choice away, you know. But anyway, I'm just walking through the thoughts. Okay, so you're gonna end off with the Ten of Pentacles. So you go from a 5 to a 10. So this is what I be telling people, like sometimes with dealing with certain people, they could be blocking your blessings. And when you deal and when you get around the right people and the right energy, you'll watch how your blessings will double up. You have a synchronicity here of 10-10. So 10-10 is the portal. That is the glow up. That is the come up. Okay. So this Two of Cups is aligned with this Ten of Pentacles as well. So this could be some type of partnership. It could be some type of contract, rather that be work or, spiritual or like a relationship, love type of thing going on. The Ten of Pentacles also represents prophecy. The Two of Cups represents balance. These are both even numbers. Okay, so it's very well aligned and harmonized. I have a feeling, somebody wanted to come in, maybe it's this old person or it's this ex, and they thought that they was going to be able to be in and out. It's kind of like, yeah, I want them back, but I want to be able slowly. It's like this person want to keep you on the shelf. They want to keep you distracted so they can come in and out whenever they want. And when they're ready to actually be with you, then they'll say something. This is what I'm saying. People, they think so selfishly. They think so selfishly and they do not be caring. So, because you get with somebody and it's kind of like, why is this person always popping up? Why are they always in and out? And because you've known that person longer, just depending on, I feel like this is what I say, even when it comes to my male friends, when they have girlfriends, I only show up when they call me up and we all hang out. I have always, even ever since I was in high school, I was a really big tomboy. So, I used to hang out with a lot of guys, and when they got girlfriends, I'm not around as much. Like I'm not calling them up like, hey, you trying to hang out? You want to do this? You want to do that? Like, I don't know. Like nobody ever confronted me like, oh, Chantel, you being fake, you being phony. Like nobody ever confronted me like that. I think that my male friends appreciated that. Because I was close to my male friends. Like I said, we would talk every day. We would hook up, go places. Some individuals I worked with, but when they got a woman, it's just like, well, okay. When they want to hang out, then I'm going to let them hang out. Nobody ever took my distance or my disappearance offensively. And if it doesn't work out with that woman, then here I go. Here they go, calling me back up. Yeah, you trying to go here, you trying to do this, trying to do that. You know what I'm saying? I've never lingered around with any ex. My thing is that, I really don't care to be friends. I really don't care to be like in your life anymore. But I do, I don't want to be childish about shit. If I see you and your new woman out, I would like to be, if I see you from a distance, I would like to be able to say, hey, and just keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? If you want to introduce me to her real quick, I had an ex, he invited me to his wedding. But I think he was trying to be a dick because he had like a lot of animosity towards me after we broke up. So, I've dealt with a lot of guys to where it's like they want me around them and their new woman so they can like try to rub in my face like what I missed, and what they're doing and what they're giving to this woman. To me, it's just like, well, it's not real because for one, you weren't that way with me when we were together. So with you trying to do extra, it's kind of like you're already telling me like you want me to feel some type of way about your new union. I thought you was reaching out to be genuine. You can always tell with somebody, my intuition, you can always tell when somebody trying to be funny. And it's crazy because people try to play, the men, they try to play it off so innocently. They try to play it off so innocent, like they're so innocent and genuine. And it's just like them intentions be reeking. Like, no, you're not gonna sit up here and try to make me all uncomfortable. Because it's like if I react, then it's easy for them to say like, oh, you still care about me, you still want me, you still this and that. You know what I'm saying? He ain't even locked the door. What's the shit I be talking about? Come in the house, don't lock the door. So anyway, so like I said, if I react, and it's kind of like sometimes they want to make you so uncomfortable just so you'll react, just so you feel some type of way, so they feel like they have some type of one up on you. It's just like if you're doing all of that, that means that you're not over me. That's why you're trying to get a reaction out of me so you can project it onto me. And then next thing you know, he trying to go behind his woman back, then trying to get with me. That's what I'm saying. Like it just be seeming like, I'd rather not stick around. I don't want to linger around in none of my ex's lives. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want no beef neither. I don't want to deal with that. I want to move on. I want you to move on too. But anyway, I don't know. It just kind of gets sticky. Bless you. It just kind of gets sticky with certain things. But anyway, you are at the end of a cycle. So at this time, you just kind of need to put things on autopilot. Now is the time to where you want to be practicing the gratitude for everything that you have accomplished financially and like when it comes to your stability, enjoying the fruits of your labor, you know, until the cycle comes to a complete, well, let's not say a complete end, but until the new cycle begins. Okay. So in the defeat card, it's 3 people in the front and it's 2 people in the back. When it comes to underdevelopment, that's the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so 5 and 5, these are the individuals. They're trying to humiliate you. They're trying to prove something so bad, and it's like they want to humiliate you. They end up getting humiliated. And somebody was behind the scenes trying to pull, the okey doke. It's a woman. She don't have good mental health. This woman is very sabotaging. You know, so she's acting crazy. She's all over the place. What is this? It may look like she has some type of STI. So that's what I'm saying. She may have been trying to dibble and dabble and pull some type of, magic to where, she's trying to. It's a lie. It's a lie though. Like she lied. She has something, but she's trying to make it seem like it's you. She's trying to convince people that it's you. And it's like she wants somebody to be able to find out so that they can humiliate you, but you don't have anything, so they can't humiliate you. So in the end, she looks dumb and she's made other people look dumb too. But it could be a man. Because sometimes the Queen of Swords comes up as a man that has like a Libra moon. Okay? He has a Libra moon. Like wanting to start some type of drama, wanting to start some type of chaos. So if it's a man, he operate like a dysfunctional woman, like a crazy woman, toxic woman. He want to go off and just say any and everything out of his mouth, not thinking about it. But my thing is that when it comes to the backfire of the witchcraft, you start, it fucks with you mentally. So subconsciously, unconsciously, you begin to expose yourself. You begin to say more things about yourself. Okay? So, I don't know. All right, well, that's all in which I'm picking up for the reading. So until the next time, we'll talk again. Thank you.